Well, hi there guys, Mark here. Well, carrying on with the two-stroke heaven theme, today I'm really pleased to be bringing you an absolutely beautiful 1978 Suzuki Gt250. Stay tuned. Just take a nice look around this beautiful 1978 Gt250. So I'm absolutely really a big fan of these 1970s two-strokes now. The Gt185 I did last week got 17,000 views, hundreds of comments and all your great stories, so please post your sort of stories and comments down below. Everybody likes to read them. So this particular bike is 78. I believe these were made from 71 up to about 81. The 81 being, like, I think it was the X7, which just about topped the 100 miles an hour. You can pick these up for a little bit less than £3,000. A Minter would be around about 3 or 3.5. This one's in particularly nice condition. I think the petrol tank has been resprayed there at some point. This engine has had a complete rebuild about 500 miles ago, so it's running really sweetly. Top speed on these round about 95 miles an hour. It's got a 6-speed gearbox, which I was really pleased to sort of hear. It means it's very relaxed, cruising at like 60 miles an hour. So the later model here has sort of lost the Ram Air. Just a sort of standard head on it. It's a 247cc two-stroke parallel twin. Obviously it's air cooled on these. Power is around about 30 horsepower at about 8,000 RPM. Single disc up front there with an 18-inch wheel. Obviously very basic suspension compared to modern bikes, but it really does ride like a dream. It's very, very exhilarating, very engaging to ride. It's a very visceral experience riding a two-stroke if you've never tried one before. So obviously, you know, oil injection on these, injects oil into the crankcase down there with your oil pump here. Very comfortable seat. This seat doesn't latch up like the Gt185. Twin shocks again, but it's a very comfortable ride. It's got a nice weight to it. It's around about 145 kilos in weight. This one's fitted with Pirelli City tyres, so they work really well. All the chrome's nice on this. So been a bit of a learning curve with these two strokes, you know, like what the GT sort of 185 I did last week, but there's the 380, the 500, the 550, there's lots of them. Obviously the Gt750, which I'm hoping to review in the future, but this one's particularly nice, and with this engine rebuild it really does run sweetly. So I was very pleased to see it's got a 6-speed gearbox. This one starts up like second kick from cold. It starts really nicely. Obviously drum brake on the rear there. But I love the sort of styling of these, you know, retro bikes. It's just, I mean, look at that. You know, you could have this lovely piece of history for around about £3,000. I mean, what's not to like? I was looking around the bike. It's obviously been well looked after. So there you go guys, that's a sort of like initial walk round of this beautiful Suzuki Gt250. So let's do the test ride, shall we? Okay, Suzuki Gt250. Let's try this little beauty out. So really lovely, big comfortable dual seat, So low seat height. I've got a 30-inch inside leg and my feet are flat to the floor with the knees slightly bent. The footrests, foot pegs are quite high, so your knees are quite scrunched up. But I mean, let's just take a look at this here. It's absolutely beautiful. You know, all the old switchgear, high and low beam, lights on off, flasher, indicators and horn, engine start and stop. You know, I just love these traditional clocks. You've got the Suzuki key ring, look. So it's a very, very comfortable bike. Suspension feels pretty plush. Weight is around about 145 kilos. So it's got a nice little weight to it. So we turn the key and we get a little neutral. And let's sort of, let's try the indicators all working correctly. That's good. So kickstart is on the left here. So this starts very well, this bike. So first kick takes about 2 kicks from stone cold, but just listen to this. Absolute 2-stroke heaven. Right then, without further ado, let's try this out. So easily into first gear, good gearbox on this, 6-speed box, and away we go. Well guys, welcome aboard the absolutely brilliant 1978 Suzuki Gt250, and what an absolute blast this is to ride. Incredibly visceral, engaging experience. These really were fantastic bikes back in the 70s, and they are great today as well. So we'll just run through the bike in the usual way. Standard issue mirrors, little bit of vibration in them, but on the whole not a bad view behind. Riding position is very, very comfortable. Lovely big seat, nice bars. I just love these dials. The foot pegs are quite high, so your legs are quite sort of scrunched up, but you soon get used to that. Single disc on the front, which is about average, but that's sort of normal really. But this engine is absolutely fantastic. They're about 30 horsepower. It starts to make its power at about 4. It's not really peaky, it just makes nice power from about 4,000 to 8,000 maximum. But what I like about this bike is it's got 6 gears. So, you know, I'm doing 56 miles an hour at the moment on the GPS 57, and it's just cruising really happily. There's next to no vibrations, it's very smooth from that twin. If I cock it down a couple of gears and open it up, it pulls very strong. Wow, so much fun. Gets a little bit vibey vibrations at the top end, but on the whole, the sort of general cruising around, it's very, very smooth. I filled it up at the pumps this morning and worked out at 55 to a gallon. You know, I've been whizzing around on this, haven't really been trying for economy, so not bad. I mean, 2-strokes aren't really renowned for their economy, are they? Down to 4th gear now. Keep the revs above 4,000 and it's really singing. When you pull away, you have to slip the clutch a bit, between 1 and 3,000. But on the whole, it's very, very nice to ride. Incredibly engaging, light, fun and frisky, and you can pick these up for around about £3,000 for a nice condition one. So this one's had an engine rebuild about 500 miles ago, so it's running very sweetly indeed. It's had the electronic ignition fitted as well. So life is good when you're on board a GT250. But we're just in a 30 limit now, just trickling along in 3rd gear. very, very smooth. Let's put it into fourth. So that's 3,000 revs or thereabouts. I open it up, it kind of pulls reasonably well, but it's not super happy below 4. But it will just trickle along, look, just partial throttle without any complaints at all. No heat from the engine. It doesn't feel like it's going to, you know, foul the plugs or anything like that. Third gear down to second. Ring ding ding ding. It's a very nice weight, about 145 kilos. So just opening the throttle, whoop, makes that nice sort of roar from the airbox. But that's surprisingly tractable at low speeds. I thought it would be a bit of an animal really, but just gentle partial throttle openings that doesn't pull too badly. It's very smooth. It's actually quite happy at low revs. You know, I think I'm in 5th gear now at 3,000. If I open the throttle, yeah, nothing much happens at all. It likes to be nearer 4,000, and there we go. But really, really lovely riding position. Throttle response is extremely mellow, being carbs. So there you go, guys. The GT250 is pretty happy at the low speeds. Right, 3rd gear now, just over 4. Here we go. Wow. God, that's keen. That really does get a move on. Wow. Yeah, that's no slouch. Definitely feels about 30 horsepower. Definitely less peaky than I thought it would be. I thought it would be like 6,000 and then all hell breaks loose, but from about 4 onwards it's got a nice spread of power really. But we're doing 55 at the moment and it feels like about 80. Just try these brakes out front and rear. Yeah, they stop you but they're not amazing. 4,000, open it up, here we go. God, what a laugh. Oh, you've got to buy one of these, guys. You've really got to experience one. Incredibly raw and visceral to ride. What I like though is I'm in top gear now, down to 50, and now it's quite civilised to ride. Still obviously tell it's a 2-stroke, light and frisky, but that's quite civilised just to bimble along like this. Okay, so what's the GT250 like at dual carriageway speeds? It's pretty windy today. 5th gear at the moment. Well, there's 70 true into top gear. God, this feels like 100 miles an hour. Keeps on pulling. Very windy, but it's doing around about 70 with ease, so I can see that this would easily go on to about 90. I've got a good couple of inches of throttle left, but very smooth at this speed. Quite lively handling. It's very windy. You know, you feel like you need to be hanging on to the bars pretty tight, but all in all it's holding its own at 70 very well. And this is a true 70 on the GPS at the moment. I duck down a bit. Yeah, it's pulling and pulling, yeah, so that will definitely go on at least to well past 80. So pretty impressive for a bike from 1978. But just sort of about 55-60 is the sort of happy place for it really. But yeah, it will do. Just open up a bit more again. There's your 60, 64. Back to a true 70 again. So yeah, it's got plenty of go in it. Doing just under 6,000 revs at the moment. So there you go guys, the GT250 is quite a lively performer to say the least. So it feels very light in the bends and it's very frisky. Look how this is pulling up this hill. Absolutely brilliant. Just keeps on giving. There's 60 up a hill. I have no doubt this will do over 90 mile an hour top speed, and to think learners rode these, you'd have to learn fast, wouldn't you? Right then, let's have a look round just down here. The gearbox and clutch work really sweetly. Back brake's very good. So see if it goes into neutral. Very, very easily into neutral. That's brilliant. Give you that wonderful sound check. Who needs any more than that? Well, there you are guys. What an absolutely brilliant bike from a magical era. I tell you what guys, if you've got a few £1,000s and you just want to buy something different, which is really exciting, go and get yourself something like this. They're absolutely fantastic to ride. So just take a little final look round it. So I think the lines are just beautiful on this. It's in really good condition. Engine's been rebuilt. Frame looks like it's been maybe powder coated again. All the chrome's decent on it. There's a few bits here and there that are a bit tatty, but on the whole it's a very tidy example. So single disc on the front, average stopping power. These tyres feel good. It's got a very nice ride quality to it. Seats really comfortable. So just as a general bike to ride, it's lovely. And when you open it up, it goes absolutely bananas. Great fun. So particularly like that seat, very comfortable indeed. It has a centre stand. See what it's like to put onto that. Yep, that's not too bad. And to push it about, it's very light indeed, with a decent steering lock. Look at that. It's going to make it all the way round. Brilliant. So there you are guys, the Suzuki Gt250. Please post your comments and your stories down below. They're great to read. Thank you for that. And please give me a like, share and subscribe. And hope to bring you more of these lovely old two-strokes. So please guys, give me a like, share and subscribe as always. Catch you again in a week or so for another two-wheeled review. All the best. Bye for now.